YouTube.
Use the left lane to take the I-70 West ramp.
Sorry, I'm on my way somewhere. I don't know the way there, but I am posting this video.
Continue on I-70 West for 5 miles.
And if you are watching this video, it is because you probably are in need of some advice on how to combat human trafficking, legal human trafficking, which is CPS or DCFS or whatever other acronyms they've got for their human trafficking conspiracy. Your kids have probably been taken, or they are about to be taken. They're threatening to take your kids. Something outrageous like that. There is one thing that you should know beforehand, and that is whenever they give you your court date, okay? If you get an attorney, your attorney will, you'll have your juvenile petition. Essentially, is the first step. Do not respond to that juvenile petition. Do not respond to that, because when you respond to that, you are allowing whatever state you may be in, whatever state may be filing such petition, or county or whatever, you are allowing them, you are giving them jurisdiction over you and your children, okay? You are giving that jurisdiction, all right? The first thing that you need to do, and it doesn't, as far as I'm concerned, regardless if you have a case or not, I think the first thing you need to do is not relinquish your sovereignty, right? Or not relinquish any other state's jurisdiction, right? So the Supreme Court rules that whenever you respond to a petition, you have waived any sovereignty, right? You have granted that court jurisdiction over your case, over your matter. First thing you need to do is file a motion to dismiss for lack of personal jurisdiction, or lack of territorial jurisdiction, whatever. Okay, and there's lots of ways you can do that. I'll as soon as I get back home, I'll show some papers on what I'll show what a motion to dismiss looks like. Now, if you don't file this motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction right off the bat, before you even respond to that juvenile petition, if you don't file a motion to dismiss for lack of jurisdiction, or even a motion to dismiss for improper process of service, if you don't do that off the bat, you cannot do that after you responded, okay? Because you given them jurisdiction. Now, courts don't have jurisdiction over shit unless you give them that authority. That's the thing, is that we have rights, right?
In 2 miles, take exit 242 for Jennings Station Road. We
have rights, but they bully a lot of people into giving up those rights. All right, so make them prove that they have jurisdiction, right? Because a court can't decide shit until it decides that it's got jurisdiction. I would fight that tooth and nail right off the bat, and a lot of times it will work. And like I said, I'll show you an example of what your motion should look like. It doesn't have to be as long as the one I'm going to show you. All you have to prove is that they don't have jurisdiction, and that's pretty easy to prove. Fuck, go to a UPS store, UPS, not United States Postal Service, not USPS. Go to UPS. Get you a $25 mailbox at UPS. It's a physical address. and get it in a different state. Shit, I mean, I've been fortunate, I guess. I've always straddled state lines everywhere I've lived. You know, I lived in Kansas City, so Kansas and Missouri, and I lived on the border of Arizona, New Mexico, and I live now in St. Louis,
in a
which
quarter mile,
straddles
take exit
Illinois.
242 for Jennings Station Road.
Which straddles Illinois, so I can, you know, that I've just kind of been fortunate in that I can kind of play that if I need to, I guess. But nonetheless, get a UPS box. Costs $25. You got a physical.
Then use the left 2 lanes to merge onto Jennings Station Road.
Sorry for the directions. I'm driving. You've got a physical address, and by physical address, I don't mean it's a PO box like the United States Post Service offers. I don't know if she said the right 2 lanes or the left 2 lanes. I bet she said left.
Continue on Jennings Station Road for half a mile.
So, by what I mean by physical address is it'll be, you know, 1234 Jennings Road, apartment 5.
Make a U-turn.
Yeah, I knew I went the wrong way. Apartment 5, let's say. That's how you write your address. Apartment 5. That's a physical address. UPS will, they will...
Make a U-turn.
Alright, I'm making a U-turn. They will accept that. They will accept your mail with, you know, whatever.
600 feet, turn right onto Grayling Drive.
Apartment blah, blah, blah. They will accept your mail. They will put your mail in your mailbox. And as a matter of fact, they advise, I mean, that's what
In 400 feet, turn left onto Grayling Drive.
That's what that's the whole point of the UPS box. I mean, is that it's a physical address. You know what I'm saying? That's what they advertise. They say, hey man, it's a fucking physical address. Come and get some. Use it to your advantage. Use these kind of things, like these things that nobody will tell you about. Get you a UPS box if you need to. You know what I mean? So that they don't have jurisdiction. Then you can actually fight that. You know, because, you know, the thing about, whatever, CPS and DCFS and whatever, is that it's, you know, don't be fooled. It is human trafficking. I mean, they make money off of selling your children into adoption. It's a for-profit business. Started by Christopher Columbus. He was the first international, human trafficker. Don't think anything different. It's, you know, read his journals. You know what I mean? That's what he discovered, was worldwide human trafficking. So anyway, that's for another day, I suppose. But anyway, I'll upload, or I'll continue this video with a motion so you can kind of see how it goes. And hey, feel free to message me, man. Like, I would love nothing more than to see these atrocities burn the fuck up. Like, that's, we
In a
as
quarter mile,
humans,
turn right onto Emma Avenue.
as human beings, that right there, some government entity who has given itself jurisdiction, who has given itself authority, who has not received authority by you, by me, or by the Most High, has given itself authority.
Turn right onto Emma Avenue.
Read Revelation on that. To kidnap someone's children legally. They say it's legally.
In 1,000
right?
feet, turn left onto Hodime Avenue.
One thing to remember is that, look, the same motherfuckers that make the laws, right? They slide through, they're real slimy. They slide through the laws, right? Because they make loopholes for themselves, understand their loopholes, right? Don't be slimy like those motherfuckers, but understand their loopholes and make them work for you, because the only way to beat a corrupt system is to understand what it is doing.
Take the next left onto Hodime Avenue.
I gotta stop and grab something here. I will be back, and I'll get that get that motion for you guys, man. Like I said, feel free to message me, man. I will take on cases.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
I don't mean to brag, but I've won federal lawsuits with a paper and pencil. Local lawsuit, you know, I've won local, you know, not one, you know, but I don't know the correct. You know, I'm decent at litigation and I'm decent at paperwork. You know, I have succeeded in federal lawsuits and local lawsuits, and I've defended myself on more than a couple occasions. You know, it's paperwork, man, and it's just maneuvering through this BS. I'll be back.